Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for the week of January 23rd through 29th, 2024. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you find this reading helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and leaving me a comment if you so choose. And if you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's good to have you back again. And as always, I always encourage people to like, to subscribe. Well, if you haven't done so already. And again, leaving me comments is great. This is a reading for you if you are Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, or have another significant Libra placement in your chart. If you just wanted to mention too that in the description below to this reading, I have a PayPal link for donations, because some people do have donated to me in the past. Obviously, there's no obligation to do that, but I want to say thank you very much to those of you who have. And if any of you are interested in, I offer spiritual life coaching that includes tarot, oracle, astrology, both Eastern and Western astrology, as well as human design and Reiki, among other tools that I use. Please check out my link at liminalreiki.com. Everything's down in the description below. If you're not familiar with these readings, I do the 12 houses of astrology, and I interpret the cards according to those houses. And I use the cartouche deck as my main deck for reading. And I use the MJ Cullinane's Guardian of the Night Tarot is the deck of the week that I am using to clarify the cartouche reading. And I always draw an oracle card at the end. And the oracle that we're using this week is the Essential Oil Oracle. I should also mention that on my Instagram feed, which is transition.life.coaching, that's the name of my business. The website's Liminal Reiki, but that's because that's what it used to be called. But it's Transition Life Coaching. And on the Instagram page and Instagram feed, and also on Facebook, which is Transition Life Coaching, just the 3 words, I usually do a daily Essential Oil Oracle pull, and also do live streams on different topics connected to transitions, life coaching, and also the methods that I use. Okay, so given that little plug out of the way, let's look at your reading for this week. So this is the week of January 23rd through 29, 2024. We are going to start with the Aries house, and Aries, this is the energy of you, how you present yourself to the world, how others see you, how you want to be seen. Wow, you got Horus and the Magician. So Horus is strong, so Magician's strong Mercury energy, Horus is strong Leo energy. So you are definitely being seen as a doer here. I mean, this is confidence, this is charisma, this is attractiveness, this is people seeing you as somebody on fire, somebody capable. Horus is definitely somebody who is seen by the public, who is outgoing. And with the Magician card, there's definitely the sense that you are manifesting. Okay, you are. I feel like you are in a space, Libra, where you are feeling more sure about who you are, and about where you're going with things, and you are definitely projecting that level of confidence right now. In the Taurus house, which is the second house, this has to do with your finances. And also, your values, your possessions. This is the house associated with Venus energy. This the first house is Mars. Okay, now we have Ta with the 5 of Swords. So I feel like there's work that you're working very hard right now. The 5 of Swords in this house can indicate, I don't know, this can feel like limitations as far as money goes. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough money for something. Maybe you feel like you've had a financial defeat. Maybe you've had to put a lot of money out for something recently, and you've not wanted to do that. It can also indicate comparison. I feel like the 5 of Swords, sometimes it's when we start looking at what we have and comparing it unfavorably to what other people have. Or there could be some jealousy about the situation that we're in. I mean, all these things are possible with the 5 of Swords. But Ta, I would think that Ta is really advising you to continue, working at something, plugging along. Ta is the master maker. And yeah, and so I feel like you need to keep your feet on the ground and just keep moving forward on whatever it is that you're doing. I wouldn't let mental limitations or external limitations from other people or anything that you perceive as a quarrel or any kind of, anything like that to hold you back from where you're going right now. I feel like you are definitely on course and kind of going slow and steady towards something. Third house is Gemini energy. So this is messages. This may have to do with communications of all types. It can have to do with short-term travel, sibling relationships, brother-sister relationships, and if you run your own business of any kind, whether it's a main hustle or a side gig, this is the house of self-effort. So those are all the associations. Okay, so you have Isis with the Seven of Cups. Now, Seven of Cups can indicate something that is unclear to you. There could be messages that are unclear. I feel like Seven of Cups suggests that there may be a lot of options before you, and just like we see with the rabbit here looking at all these cups, but all these cups look like they are potentially illusory, like what's real and what's not real right now. I feel like you may be questioning that. Maybe you're getting contradictory information about things. Isis has to do with self-care, with nurturing, and with patience. So I don't know, this may be a situation where you are reliant more on your intuition than on what people are telling you right now. Seven of Cups too, by the way, also can have to do with a situation where rather than doing something face-to-face or in an office, maybe you're considering doing something fully online. So, take it as it resonates. But ultimately, this may be a situation where, again, there's this plodding perseverance like we have with Ta, but it may require some patience from you. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy, and this has to do with your home, your family, your environment, your sense of security. And you have Sphinx with the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Swords. There's a sense here that you are... there may be a situation coming up within the home where you feel like you want to say something to somebody, okay? Knight of Swords is definitely this energy of speaking before we think, or just speaking impulsively and off the cuff. And I feel like this is saying... If there is a situation that seems tenuous where you want to speak your mind, it's saying don't speak your mind right now. For whatever reason, there's a situation where you want to hold back. Maybe there's information that you don't have. Sphinx can sometimes indicate something that's secret. But I have a feeling that, speaking before, without having all the information, or speaking in this particular situation you may regret doing it. Okay, there may be a reason why you don't want to say something. And again, this feels very much like a family situation, certainly for somebody. But you have it, there's this definite energy of hanging back with regard to a situation. So I don't know, I feel like there's some kind of situation here where you feel like you're ready to be impulsive about something, but the message here is definitely, take time out to think things through and get all the information before you act or speak on anything. Fifth house is Leo energy. And this has to do with creativity, with love affairs, with children. Okay, now if you are looking for a love affair, if you are interested in a particular person, or out looking for someone, this is a great omen because you have Ankh with the Sun, and Sun is Leo energy again in the Leo house. This definitely indicates somebody being loved, somebody catching your eye, or that you've caught somebody else's eye. Maybe this is a love affair that's going on, and the Sun would indicate something that makes you very, very happy. Somebody who is like a sunshine in your life, or perhaps you are the sunshine of somebody else's life. So if you are looking for love, this is great. If you are not looking for love, if this is not a situation where love is on the table for you or where you're looking for that, this could be somebody even unexpected. Maybe there is somebody who's looking at you and you're not even knowing how much this person admires you. You do have this Horus energy in the first house, so there is somebody maybe who's looking at you very positively. But if it not, this could have to do with somebody's child too. Somebody's child could provide this kind of joy, and although I always tend to associate this more with love affairs, but it could have to do with that as well. If it has to do with a creative project, then this is absolutely about doing something that you love, having visibility. Having people see what it is that you're doing, and again, this kind of bright light being shined on what you're doing. Wherever the sun appears, it shines a light on that particular part of the chart. So, if it's not about love, and for somebody it most definitely is, then this would definitely be about some kind of creative venture or something you're doing that definitely is getting a lot of very positive attention here. And maybe connected to something that you really love, or maybe even to beauty or luxury items or something with the Ankh. So, it's going to be different for everybody, but take it as it applies. Okay, sixth house is Virgo energy, and this has to do with your health. It can have to do with things you're worried about. It can have to do with job situations. Okay, so you have Urias here with the Ten of Wands. Urias indicates a situation where maybe you feel you don't have all the facts, like that there's something you're not seeing here. And it's interesting because you also have this in the 4th house. So I don't know whether this connects back to that situation or whether there's a job situation. 10 of Wands indicates being overburdened by something. So, or needing to put down a burden or taking on too much. So certainly with regard to a health situation, this would be saying, you know, for your own stress level and so forth, you may need to drop something. You need, if you feel like you need to take a whole lot of something on, you really don't need to do that. Now, Sphinx often comes up when we have a situation that's not what it appears to be. And I usually find that this is not a negative. This often comes up when we are worried about something, when we are thinking somebody's talking behind our back, or we think that we have hidden enemies or something's going on that's amiss. But with the Urias here, I often feel like the situation's not what we think, or we don't have all the information about it. So, and often the situation, like I said, in all the years I've used this deck, Urias tends to mean that the situation is better than what we think it is. In any case, if there are any hidden enemies, Urias would indicate overcoming those people. So, yeah, but there's definitely, whether this has to do with health or a job, definitely a need to put down burdens, especially the stuff that connects to other people. Okay, so let's look at the 7th house. This is your own house, Libra energy. So this is partnerships. I mean, there is a legal aspect to this house because, you know, of course, as you know, Libra is the scales of justice, but I think this has more to do with legalized partnerships, so marriages, business partnerships, contractual relationships. And again, if you're not in a marriage or something, or you're looking for somebody, this could looking for somebody who's a long-term marriage partner, or your prospects for marriage, this can also apply here. All right, so we have Sirius with the Page of Swords. Again, this is interesting. You've got 3 energies that are kind of secretive here. And Page of Swords indicates somebody maybe who is watching, okay? Or some situation where you need to get more information about something. Sometimes the Page of Swords comes up when there's some kind of gossip around something, or just somebody who's doing things and not really telling you what they're doing. And you have it with Sirius here. So Sirius, okay, as a physical person, Sirius can be somebody who's strong and physically active, okay? But I would say this also would just have to do with the idea of having to look at a partnership or a situation differently, thinking outside the box. I mean, this is strong Aquarius energy with this card. And the swords are also air. So, I don't know, you could be dealing with an air sign person, potentially an Aquarius, but not necessarily. But there's definitely this idea of enduring something or overcoming something with respect to a partnership of some kind. So, again, you'll have to take that as it resonates, but yeah, I just feel like there's something here. Especially the fact that you have Urias here, also in Sphinx here. There's just something connected to somebody here, and yeah, and then you've got the Sun and the Ankh. I mean, I don't know. This makes me feel that for some of you, at least, if this is a love affair or love kind of situation, there could be whoever this person is in the 5th house. Maybe this is somebody you don't even know who they are. But maybe it's somebody, like if you go to the gym, maybe this is somebody you're going to meet at the gym. Maybe this is just somebody who's very strong, athletic, or physically active in some way, or maybe has some career connected to physical training, sports, or something like that. I mean, it's not absolute that that's what it is, but that's possible. Or just somebody who has strong Aquarian energy. So, I don't know. Take that as it resonates. If you're already married or already in a partnership, or you're not in a partnership at all, then definitely there seems to be a situation here where perhaps somebody is watching, or you know, there's something going on where people are talking, or there's a third party, and I don't know, maybe they're looking at you as the strong and physically active person. I mean, you've got Horus in the 1st house, so people may be saying good things about you behind your back. But whatever's going on, there's definitely the sense of, if there are challenges there, that you know you need to get more information on a situation, and you have and to think outside the box on it. Okay, that would be the more general piece of advice. Scorpio energy here in the 8th house. Okay, this is house of transformation, and it also has to do with other people's money. It has to do with a few other things as well. Okay, now you have Thoth with the King of Pentacles. Now, the immediate message that comes to mind is that for somebody, it is time to start a business. Okay, I'm seeing the 7 of Cups here, or maybe you're wondering about what's possible in that self-effort house. Maybe you have a job that's too much of a burden, and maybe there's something unexpected going on with that as well. And whatever it is, I mean, I don't know, even if it's something that initially appears to be bad, it may be something good. But Thoth to me in this house then indicates something karmic, and usually it's a karmic good turn. Now, it's also possible that this King of Pentacles is an earth sign person, maybe somebody with business acumen who just has a lot of money, because this is the house of other people's money, so maybe somebody's willing to invest in you at this point or something that you're doing. But I feel like this is a karmic good turn, and also suggests that the timing may be right for something to happen. Like you are in a karmic time period. And I'm not seeing any negative cards here, so this indicates to me that if things have been stressful, if you feel like you've been carrying a lot of burdens, if you feel limited in certain places, then this is saying that that time is coming to an end. And yeah, with the King of Pentacles, this is like stepping into your own power in terms of your own finances, perhaps in terms of your own business, your own work, whatever it is that you are offering to the world, whatever legacy you're offering. Kings are the culmination of the suit, so it is definitely time for you to be doing something. Okay, so now let's look at the Sagittarius house. This is the ninth house, has to do with higher ed, sometimes with legal matters, long distance travel, and it also has to do with, just expansion in general, higher education, so colleges and universities, but also anything that expands your knowledge. In a deeper way, like philosophy, religion, those types of subjects. And okay, so you have water with the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles, okay, there's always an evaluation that goes on. Seven of Pentacles is like an evaluation. It's like you're sitting down and looking at something and deciding whether or not what the seeds you've planted are growing the way you want them to, whether they've harvested correctly. Oftentimes I see this more as a card of patience, like you're waiting for something to happen. You're looking at how far you've come and deciding, do I continue with this or do I move on to something else? Now you have this with water. So to me in this house, this would definitely indicate a long journey or a trip across water that will be coming up for you, okay? If you're not planning any trips, then there definitely seems to be a shift and a change, and maybe in a situation where you feel like you've had to be patient. So again, this could relate to a long journey. This could relate to school, higher ed, whether you are a student or a teacher, potentially. This can also just have to do with matters. They're matters of expansion. So something that is taking you in a direction that broadens your horizons. Okay, whatever that ends up being. I feel like there is definitely movement and change here, and potentially travel. And Seven of Pentacles would indicate, you've invested certain things, and this may now be a time of evaluation of where you're going, or may just be a matter of being patient until you reach the finish line on something. Okay, 10th house. This is Capricorn energy, so this has to do with your work, your career, your reputation, your fame. Okay, so you've got air with the Ten of Pentacles. It's really weird because I was looking at the King of Pentacles over here and I kept thinking legacy. And this is a card of legacy, and it's in the 10th house, which is another house of legacy, but it's not a legacy you inherit from somebody else. It's a legacy that you leave. So in other words, it's time for you to do the thing that your talent, the thing that you're meant to do, not just some job. It's funny, you've got 2 10s here in these houses. So there's definitely a sense of completion here. Something is coming to an end. Like if you've been doing just some job that's not connected to what your talent is or what you're doing, this is definitely telling you it's time to step into your power, to leave your legacy, to do the thing that you want to share with the world. And air does indicate change. Okay, there's movement and change here. This could be a new job. This could just be a new situation. I was seeing a lot around starting a business. So for some of you, that's what that's going to be. You're going to be doing that. And air certainly is also about communication, about getting things out there, about getting your ideas out there. Air is very strongly, as you might imagine, connected to the intellect and to ideas. So I feel like it's time to start organizing your thoughts and maybe getting them together in terms of where you want to go next, because there's definitely, between long distance travel, potential education, and your career, there's definite movement going on here. And you are coming into a time when you are getting ready to share with the world the thing you're meant to share, especially with this Ta in the 8th house here. I mean, that's a definite for me. Okay, 11th house, Aquarius energy. This has to do with your friendships, your goals, your hopes and wishes, things like that. Okay, we've got two number 4 cards. We've got the Emperor and we've got Bastet. Okay, now Bast has to do with, this is a very social card, has to do with social events. So maybe you'll be going out more with friends. Maybe it's saying that you need to attend events. It doesn't have to just be parties. It can also be like, conventions or conferences or something, whatever applies to you. Whatever it is, this is an opportunity to meet people, to make friends, to have a good time. There's definitely a sense with Bastet of following your intuition on a particular situation. And the Emperor is also about taking charge and being seen. So I don't know. I feel like this is a time for you to, you've got this strong Magician and Horus energy here. This is a time when you're being recognized for what you do. And so it's definitely time to get out there and to take charge. And this also may be, taking a leadership role in your social group or among friends, or maybe there's going to be friends who, you connect with maybe at events or people you meet that are going to allow you to, I feel like this is definitely you. Like you're assuming this role of leadership. This could be somebody else who comes in and helps you out, but what all I see here is you've reached the 10 point and the king point. You're at the culmination. You are definitely ready for something else and ready to take charge. Okay. Now the 12th house, this is Pisces energy. This is what's hidden. What maybe you don't like. If this is what you show people, this may be what you don't show people. This may be what you're afraid of. Maybe what you're not even aware of yourself. Okay, so you have Osiris with the 6 of Wands. So again, we have this strong leadership energy, like the Emperor. And the 6 of Wands is also a card of leadership. And being this is in the house of fear, you have fears and doubts about yourself as a leader. You're thinking, but am I qualified? Am I capable? Can I do this? And the answer is yes, you absolutely can. Everything here is indicating to me that the time is right. Maybe there were times in the past where you wanted to step up and things didn't go the way you wanted. And so maybe you're looking back and saying, oh no, they didn't go right then. But this is saying, no, you're past that now. You're at a point of victory. And everything here is pointing to the fact that you are moving into a new space here. So, and it is definitely time for you to be the take charge kind of person, not letting fear that maybe you're not adequate or that you don't have the leadership skills or whatever to hold you back. I think if there's a message to this reading, it's, stop carrying other people's burdens and take charge. So what's overall here? Okay, we're seeing some strong protective energy here. We have Anubis with the 2 of Swords. So you're kind of at a point of feeling peaceful. The 2 of Swords is a card of like truce or peace. And with the with Anubis, this may be about protecting yourself, setting boundaries, trying to find a way through goals that, this is more about having a sense of humor and dealing with things in that way. But with the 2 of Swords, you also may be at a stalemate right now. So I feel like you know you need to make a decision on something and maybe feeling like, well, this is kind of comfortable where I'm at right now. But the universe is saying, no, it's time for you to change and time for you to do your own thing. That is 100% the message of this reading. And for some of you, there's going to be new love coming in. There could be somebody strong and physically attractive who's watching you. And again, and I feel like you may be having some issues around a financial situation, around a home situation. You may be unclear about messages or about how to move forward with something, but no, there's very strong, powerful energy that it's time for you to do what you want to do. Sometimes challenges will come about in certain areas because the universe is actually trying to press us to make a change or to do something different. So they're making you uncomfortable in the situation you're in so that you can finally end the situation, like move forward and release it and make a new decision. But you may be reluctant to make that decision right now, but you do need to do that. Okay, so let's draw an essential oil oracle card for you. And our card is the metabolic oil. These are names of oils or oil blends. And let me read to you what the card says. The key word here is self-worth. And the trigger statement is, I am disgusting. Well, I hope you don't think that. The true statement is, I am a miracle. And the message is, please be gentle and love yourself. Provide your body-mind with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. Yeah. So this is definitely about you being confident. The world's your oyster right now. I think you need to not let the past hold you back. You need to not let family situations hold you back. I think I do feel for some of you, new love is in the offing. You are definitely in a position, yeah, you've got these 10s. I mean, 10 energy says to me, you especially in the job and career area. And also I'm seeing this stuff about travel as well, which I think I saw for you last week as well, Libra. And you have Thoth in this house of karma. I mean, you are most definitely healing and ready to move on to the next thing. The universe is on your side in this one. Okay, so so don't be afraid of taking the call of leadership. So I hope this reading helped you, Libra. Definitely leave me a comment if, obviously if you choose, but, comments are always appreciated and helpful to let me know how I did with this. Do give this a thumbs up. And if you do like this channel, please do subscribe if you haven't and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. Videos usually come out on Mondays. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.